So I was reading a story recently, and I think it was an example of grace that I hadn't noted before. I've been conflicted whenever I read the story about Moses, the time where God tells him to speak to the rock, and he smites it. And he does this because the people were angry, and they were being spoiled. And they were like, "Oh, you brought us out here to die." And Moses goes to God and says, "Lord, what are you going to do for your people?" And he says, "Well, speak to this rock." But I guess Moses was so frustrated by the lack of faith and I guess a general lack of belief in goodwill. And so Moses, in frustration and anger, smites the rock. God answers the request, but still he says, because you've done this, you have basically caused me to lose favor in the people's eyes. You have robbed me of the glory. And so because of that, you've forfeited your privilege as leader of the congregation. Imagine Moses has been given this mission to lead the people to the promised land. This has been their hope. This has been the source of their dreams. This has been the whole point of the journey. And now God says, you can't even enter it. Mixed feelings. Somebody makes it like, man, Lord, I've done all of this for you. I've done I've endured all of this for you, and now I can't even receive my reward. And looking at it through new eyes, and something that stuck out to me about the whole thing, God doesn't allow Moses to enter into the promised land, but two things he does. One, he offers Moses a panoramic view of the promised land. So Moses gets to see it with his eyes. But then also, at Moses' passing, the Bible tells us that God resurrects Moses. God takes Moses to heaven. This is what Moses had been aiming for, hoping for. Even though he messed up, God still had enough grace and mercy to provide Moses with something even greater than the promised land. Even though we may mess up, even though we may fall short, God still wants the very best for us. And I truly believe that will never change.